What's up, y'all? So this is story time. When I found out I was pregnant, or should I do the story time on when I had my first blackout? What should I do? What should I do? Okay, I do when I had my first blackout. Then I do when I was pregnant. I do that tomorrow because I'll be here by myself. So I'm at work. I'm casing the parking lot. Y'all, anybody that know, they watch my previous little phone, my car, little vlog things. So what's up, y'all? I just got through drinking my smoothie, and I'm finna give y'all the story time when I first blacked out. So this was December the 26th. It was December the 26th, 2007. Alright, and I'm good with dates, so y'all probably like, how she nutted? Cause you have to associate things that went on. Like this was when I was talking to Cordera. Me and Cordera was like, we was still friends, and like we was chilling real hard. We was friends. We drinking. Cordera would be around. Cordera smoking. I'm drinking, and we just used to be chilling and talking about everything, listening to all kind of movies. Like that's how we started. We was friends, so that's what make it so good because like we literally as friends. Like you know what I'm saying. Like he's literally my homeboy. So okay. So early that day, me and Cordero, we was talking and stuff like that, and he was like, you want to get a room? And I was saying, I don't care. I said, yeah, because we could probably do that. I ain't got to go to work. He ain't had to go to work. And I was working at Walmart, Finish Line, and Arby's. That's when I was working 3 jobs. So I was in college. That was my first semester right there. So yeah, so we was just chilling and all that stuff like that. And then early that day, and then I told him, I said, I'm finna get ready to go to the mall. I'm gonna go to the mall, and me and Ebony went to the mall. That's Western Hills Mall used to be jumping. So we went in there. I had got me some Timberlands. And to this day, I still got them. Ain't nobody got them Timberlands. I got them out of Journeys. They real clean, but they, you know what, the back on, it sawed out, so I need to get that fixed. So yeah, so I went to got me some Timberlands. I had got a baby fat outfit. And I didn't wear the jeans with the boots. I had wore the shirt. It was like this gold kind of baby fat shirt, like button up a little bit right there with the collar on. It was real cute. I had this shirt up until a couple years ago too, but I wasn't wearing it because it's baby fat. But I guess you know baby fat when I started. So yeah, I go get that or whatever. I had my jeans on, my dark blue jeans with the shirt on, with my Timberlands, and I had just got my hair done. It was crimped in the back. I told you I used to wear my hair, but I had a barrel curl ponytail with a Chinese bang, and it was crimped in the back. So I'm clean. You can't tell me nothing. I had my glasses on too. So Cordera had a Nova. He had a 7/8 Nova photo. It was gold with some rims. I had a 7/8 Nova photo. It was blue. And that's just so crazy that I had got mine first though. I got mine first, and then like we met at Walmart and we was talking and stuff. Then he was saying that his daddy was finna get him one. And I'm like, that's what I got. You know, because I always wanted to be my first car because I was listening to Eazy-E. And when he said something about the Nova, and I used to say that, then my uncle was big on all that too. So I said, I want me to know that's my first car. And that's crazy how the mind works, because that ended up being my first car. I bought it from an old white lady who her husband died, who he used to have, but it needed a lot of work. So, you know, that went out the window. But so yeah, he pulled up to the house. We was living on 4th Avenue. He pulled up and he was with Stadaris. I want to say he was with Stadaris. It might have been somebody else. So I came out there. We was going half on the room. I gave him my half of the money. He got half my money. I mean, he had his half. I gave him my half of the money. I came there. He was like, you look good. I'm like, thank you. You know, because I knew I was looking right. You know what I'm saying? And this was like, it was so he went in and paid for the room, whatever, and got the room. He had called me and told me he did that or whatever, and he was like, I'm finna get ready to come get you. So I'm like, okay, you know, it came out of nowhere, so I'm already had my clothes on, so I wasn't doing them, just chilling around the house, sitting around talking to Evan, playing with Jakiria and all that stuff like that, because Jakiria, it was scary. I thought Jakiria just turned 1, she's like 1.5. That's my niece. Y'all gonna meet her too. So yeah, Cordera texted me. So yeah, so man, he was like, I'm finna come get you. And I'm like, his voice sounded like it was like a rush. So early, like probably about an hour before he came, I was sipping too. I was sipping on some white. I don't know what I had, but I know I was sipping. And so I was trying to get Ebony on the drink. So a little bit. But so I got ready. I used to carry this big old bag. It was like a bag. Me and Ebony both had these bags. They was like some big old gray bags with red lining on it. I used to have cups. I'm tell y'all, me and Cordarius be out and we be riding and drinking stuff, I had cups, I had plates, I had spoons, I had cards. If anybody want to play cards, I had cards. I had whatever you needed in my bag. Cordarius used to be like, why you carrying that bag? But one day I remember, and if you see this, you remember too. One day he needed something like a knife or a fork or a plate or a cup. It was something like that. And he was like, you got that? I said, I ain't got my bag no more. He said, dang, I just knew you had that. So I said, I told you that's why I used to carry that bag. But yeah, so he came and got me. I had got my big old bag. I ain't had nothing in nothing crazy or whatever, because I ain't really think we was gonna get to no room till later on, cause we used to ride around and like go everywhere and stuff. So okay, then he came and got me. So he started fleshing up our architecture. I'm like, I ain't saying. I'm like, why is he driving so fast? I'm thinking to myself. But he was like, Kai, he got on the phone. He was like, you still there? He said, you still there? I want you to meet somebody. Like that. So then I'm automatically looking like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? I ain't want to say. And then as he started riding on up, we getting almost heading towards Farms that we got right there by like Milo's and stuff. I said, who you was talking to? He said, oh, that was my mama. I'm like, oh, shit. And so ultimately he flashing like he was trying to get there, like she must be finna leave because he was trying to get there. Man, me and him used to talk on the phone, so he's been in the house, so I done heard her voice, and she knew I was talking to him and stuff like that, but I had never seen her. So like I said, we were just on the friend. This is probably like 3 going to 4 months in. But yeah, probably 3 going to. So we were just on the friend tip. So he flashing up. I'm just sitting here. I was sitting in the seat like this because I was just like, I ain't, this where this come from. It's just like, and he's like, I just want you to meet my mama. Can't nobody resist me. I'm an Aries. They just fall in love so quick. But yeah, so and then he got there. He pulled. There was a whole bunch of cars up there in the ground. That's his daddy's house. So y'all meet all these people later on. So that's his daddy's house. So they always have a good time up there and everything up there. And so I ain't know this. No, this was I had went up there like 2 times, I think, prior to that. And I sat down, we drunk, and his daddy got drum sets and stuff like that in the basement. It's always a good time. Good people, good fun, good energy. I love good, hey. So, man, we get up there, and then the cars everywhere, he pulling up, whatever. He's like trying to see what he finna fall. Like, dang, they too close out of that. I'm just like getting ready. I had put me some chapstick, some car mix on. That's when I was wearing car mix. I was just wearing car mix. So I was real basic. My eyebrows weren't arched, none of that. But I was young. But my hair was popping and stuff. So my outfit. So I get in there. We get to the doorstep. I tripped a little bit right there at the stairs. And I think Tawanda, that's his daddy's wife. Tawanda, his daddy, came to the door. Then I seen his mama. She was right there. But I didn't know this was her. So she was like, I was like, hey. And he was like, this is Brittany. He's like, Brittany, that's my mama. I'm like, so to her. Say, hey, how she doing? All that stuff like that. And then everybody just talking and sitting down and mingling and all that, and everybody drinking. That's my thing. Hey, pour. So they in there pouring up whatever. They had absolute. Mind you, I was already drinking white, so that was gonna be on the road to where I was going. So we went downstairs, and the drum thing down there, the music be loud. He got like the big TV cameras, all that stuff in that house. So we go down there. His mom was down there, I was down there, his daddy was down there. So his dad was playing on the drums. So I'm just sitting there. Cordero he was like, you want some drink? He had poured me some liquor or whatever. So I'm like, yeah, he poured me liquor. And I'm just sitting down there just sipping, just leaking. You know what I mean? That little it's weird because I don't like meeting people. But I already met the daddy, been over there like 2, probably 3 times prior to that. So it was cool, but it was just weird at the same time that I ain't never met his mama. So his mom was talking and stuff like that. She was like, you pretty. And she like, your hair so nice and stuff like that. I'm like, thank you. And I'm just like laughing in a weird stage. So his daddy had went upstairs. His mama got on the drums where his daddy was. So, they had been together like way in the past, whatever. They both music lovers. So she got on the drums. She was like, see, you ain't know I could do that, saying to Cordero. So she was just playing the drums, and I'm just sitting on the couch drinking my Absolute right there by the couch that's close to when you walking up the stairs from the basement. So I'm just sitting right there just drinking my Absolute or whatever, and I'm just talking, and then Cordero just keep coming over there, pouring more in there. When he see mine gone, he kept pouring more in there. Mind you, this Absolute vodka, that it ain't nothing to play with for real if you ain't no drinker. But I've been a drinker my whole life. So I know how to pace myself. So I was pacing myself while I was taking some sips. And then it's like when he's gone, Cordero be right there, like pour it again. So I'm like, this motherfucker trying. What he trying to do to me? So he kept doing it. He literally kept doing it. I felt myself starting getting drunk. His mom was playing the drum. Then everybody else was coming back down. It was going up. I went up, came back down. Everybody was just moving around, maneuvering and all that. He pulled me up again. He was like, you supposed to go and kill that, because this how we be. Like, if he got a little bit, if I got a cup and it's about that much, I be like, you supposed to go, he be like, you supposed to go and kill that, you supposed to go, and then I be like saying the same thing, man, you got that little bit, man, go and kill that, just like, go and get in your head so you can go and toke it up. So then, he said that I think I drunk the last little bit, so it was getting late. Everybody was starting to leave. His mom was starting to leave. Told her bye and nice to meet her and all that. So me and him was still sitting down there for a little minute. Then we started walking. He said, we finna go ahead and go. We get up, finna get ready to walk out the door. Told everybody bye and all that. So, man, you got our room, right? We got a room footing there at the Days Inn. I think it's the Days Inn. Yeah, so... It's La Quinta. It used to be La Quinta. Yeah, it was La Quinta. So, so we got the room. So we get in the car, whatever. And I feel it as I'm going to the car. It's like, oh, shit. This like, I'm about to be out. I'm about to be knocked out. Man, when I tell you, I got in the car. And I think I nodded off and I was just out like the light. All I remember when we got to the room, I don't remember getting to the room. I remember when we was getting out the car, Cordero was trying to get me out the car at the room. Mind you, my Timberlands, they had a white bottom. And it was like some mud. Wherever we was by, it was like some mud. He was trying to get me out of the car. I was getting my bag, like trying to make sure my bag was on my hand. And I was slurring, talking to him. And he was helping me. I remember that, getting out the car right then. And then it was like, we get out of the car, shut the door, and I don't remember nothing. I don't remember walking in the room. I don't remember being in the room. I don't remember nothing. And the next morning, I woke up. Cordero said, I'm gonna tell you what woke me up. Cordero said, your hair messed up. I jumped up, ran in the bathroom, started kind of like, because my hair is life. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what's going on. My hair is my hair. So I jumped up, ran in the bathroom, started like, doing this. My ridges, they was a little kind of like smashed, but I took the bobby pin and kind of finessed it on together, whatever. So I got that right and it was cool. Then I'm looking at my stuff, my bag sitting neatly over there. All my little stuff just sitting over there. My boots and stuff, they sitting over there. My boots had mud on them. I'm like, oh my God. So I instantly started trying to get them and wipe them off. So I got most of it off. I got a towel trying to get the mud off. But got most of it out. So I'm looking at my stuff sitting all neat. And I'm looking like, you know what I'm saying? What the hell? He said, your ass was out. He said, you was out. He had my stuff all neat sitting over there. So that was a plus. Because I'm like, you could have raped me. You could have brought a whole bunch of dudes in here. Y'all could have ran a train on me and everything. And he didn't. So right there, we was getting a good friendship going, but that right there made me like, okay, so I could trust him with myself. I could trust myself around him if I was to let go or let loose or something like that he'll take care of me. So I had got that in my head, but I'm talking about I was out. I don't remember none, y'all. He said we went somewhere else before we went to the room. I don't remember that. I don't remember none. I had money in my bra. And that was the crazy part too. I had like $300 or $400 in my bra. And that was still in my bra. You know what I'm saying? So he could have got me. He could have really got me, left me at a room, high and dry, and everything else. But with the fact that he didn't, it let me know what his head was, let me know what his mindset was. But I'm talking about I was blacked out, y'all. I don't remember nothing. I ain't remember nothing. Even when we got in the car from his dad's house, like it was in and out. I didn't even really remember that like that. But man, that absolutely killed my ass. And I was like, the next day, then we had got up, we finna get ready to leave out the room. I'm putting my stuff on, putting out there, and he said, yo, it was out. He said I was telling him I love him and everything. I'm like, what? Ah! And yeah, so I'm like, oh, I was tripping for real. Because like I said, we was sprint stage. We wasn't even talking that long. It's getting hot. My coat. But yeah, we wasn't even much talking like that, you know, for me telling him. He was like, yeah, he said you was out. He said you was out of it. I'm telling you. And I'm like, that's you was pouring me out that absolute. Sitting up there pouring me out that absolute. So we was on the way for him going home, and then I asked him if he wanted me to buy us breakfast. So we stopped at McDonald's on Finley, bought us some breakfast, and then we was on the way to the house. He pulled up in front of my house. We sat at the car talking, and then my uncle was out there, and it was weird because my uncle was out there in the front, but I think he knew we was like talking and stuff like that. So. But I'm like, man, this was a hell. I had water with my breakfast. I was dehydrated. You know how you be drunk? You be dehydrated, so thirsty, like you just can't get enough. Give me water, give me water, give me water. But man, it was so crazy. That was the first time I blacked out. And I still to this day, it was so weird. I'm like, damn, I just blacked out around Cordera. He could have did anything. I'm like, I just can't believe I did that. I just can't believe I did that. He manipulated me while I was drinking that absolute. That what that was. He's a good manipulator. But yeah, so that's the first time I blacked out, y'all, while I was drinking absolute vodka. And that's my story time. And that's the first time I met Cordera Mama too. So I guess it's like a 2-in-1. First time I met Cordera Mama, first time I blacked out. But yep, that's my story time. So y'all, that's the lesson of this behind this. Y'all watch it now, ladies. When y'all out drinking, trying to be too cool, and you know your limit and stuff like that, you know you can't eat no edibles, or you know you can't drink like that. Don't do that. Watch your surroundings, your environment. Know that you with a dude that you know, or if you know you don't know him like that, take it easy, sip, sip, sip. You know, I was lucky that I was with somebody that was a good person. But if push come to shove and that wasn't him, and it was somebody else, I would have been screwed. You know what I'm saying? So y'all make sure y'all watch it. Don't just be out there drinking and hanging out and doing anything with anybody. Cause man, today is set up a whole different way. These motherfuckers out here taking your body parts, and they just taking your whole body and killing you, then sexing you while you dead and doing all kind of stuff. So be careful, young girls. If you out with your dude, you should do not try to impress nobody. Do your limit. Whatever your limit is, know your limit and be done with it. You don't want to be around nobody you don't know who you're around, or try to gang rape you or do anything like that, because it can't happen. You ain't nobody above nothing happen to them. But that's the first time I blacked out, y'all. So like and subscribe, please, please, please. And my next story time gonna either be when I found out I was pregnant, or I don't know, man. I got a lot of stories to tell, man. I didn't lived. So I don't know. I'm gonna see what my first story time gonna be. But y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. Please subscribe, y'all, and like the video so I can try to get some traffic and stuff like that. I gotta figure this thing out, what I'm trying to do with this camera and stuff like that. But just stick with me. Like and subscribe. Bye. I'm finna go on the inside the bed. Peace.